Did somebody say fun hoi 4-time extravaganza wowzers? I don't think anyone's ever said that sentence before in their life. It was just me. Alright, if you have all of the Hearts of Iron 4 DLC like myself, you probably don't know that disabling some of them gives some wacky results. Also, if you don't just own 10 billion DLC and play the base game, probably like the majority of people, then just ignore this because this is what you see all the time anyway. But there is one DLC I have disabled today, which is La Resistance, which gives us a few extra options to have a bit of fun around the world. Alright, so if I'm going to cause a little bit of chaos, I should probably be far away from what I'm about to destroy. Oh, that's right, they have taken away my eyeball tab. So yeah, without La Resistance, you no longer have access to any of the espionage decisions and feature, which leaves us with the wacky old system of just boosting democratic in people. So yes, as the good old United States of Ham-Erica, I want to see what we can get up to today without really getting involved in the world, only really using these ideas of click, boost, and then eventually coup. Now, of course, because we have the Great Depression starting off, sorry, that's not a subtle reference to IRL. We're actually not going to have much political power until we get rid of our little depression. So we're going to get started on that before we start blowing the world up. Oh yeah, of course, that also means that our decryption and encryption is now only in technology, obviously because we don't have the DLC on, so it's weird seeing these things back. Yeah, so I'm not going to do any of the old history paths with this, by the way. No Alfland and playthrough until we reach 800,000 subscribers, so make sure you hit the sub button. Right, now, because the mechanics and how they work with actually triggering a coup and so on require them to be at around 80% stabilities, which is going to be very hard for us to get down just from promoting democracy in some countries. Yep, it's going to require a bit more than that, but we'll see if we can. The USSR, for one, we definitely could do. I mean, we could do it technically right now and unleash a bit of chaos upon the world. But because I want to get them and the Germans at pretty much the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and wait a little long before I just explode them. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it. And then they're just gonna die to the Germans immediately. Alflanden, but not today. Here you notice that the Japanese stability is now 16. Now you notice the Japanese stability is 69% because they are at war, which means we could launch a coup d'etat against them, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer until they get a bit more bogged down in Asia. Also, it's just like incredibly expensive to do, so yeah. Actually, you know what, we're going for it. I think we can actually make this work. I've done the Neutrality Act, which gave me 200 political power. If we get down to fair labor standards there, we're not really gonna be losing too much political power, so yeah, I don't expect this coup to really do much, but you never know. All I'm saying, alright, is launching coup d'etats in countries. There is no country I could have picked better than this. Oh god, that's an odd one. The Republicans just won the Civil War? I guess that might be a La Resistance thing. Oh yeah, of course, that is the DLC that gave them their focus tree. Very interesting to say the least. We might come back to this and have a second Spanish Civil War. Okay, the heart of the revolution has spawned in Japan. Alright, interestingly enough, I don't know if I'm remembering this wrong, but I always thought that when the Civil War kicks off, they lost a whole bunch of their democracy support, which that might still happen if they beat them, but they do have, oh my, that is some, actually a decent amount of troops. Alright, this could be very interesting if they actually win the Civil War. They are doing the work right now. They are actually doing the work right now. Alright, I really wish we could get a look what's going on over there, so I might send an attaché in a little bit, just to see if these guys are gonna pull it off or not. Let's take a little look here, what's going on over here. Yeah, that is not looking fun at all. I think we might have a case where this Civil War never actually ends, unless something really really big happens, I'd love to be able to lend-lease them, but sadly I can't do that until we've got 100% world tension. So I guess we're just gonna keep an eye on this, and also harvest all the XP from having an attaché over there. But my meddling has most certainly paid off, and with that brand new announcement that the Germans are beating up the Poles, yep. why is it always 69% stability? And I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think I'm gonna really need a lot of my equipment this time around, so I'm gonna give you a helping hand here today. Actually crazy enough now, I could create a faction with other Japan. Do I want to do that? I'm not sure I want to do that. I think they might just end up joining the Allies anyway, so we're just gonna wait and see. Alright, since the Germans have now cleared up Europe, I think it's time we throw a little spanner in the works. Oh, China is also now finally pushing the Japanese out, which I'm surprised it took them that long, but also I may have been meddling in them a little bit too. Oh, and I guess that lend-lease is finally paying off, as they have made a breakthrough over here. Will this war finally end? There you go, they did it. They finally won, and we've got ourselves a democratic Japan, free of any tyranny. You know, other than the tyranny I just led upon them by cooing them, but and bestowing upon them the vanilla focusry. Right, China, you are up next. Look at that. Not a single bullet fired. At least from the Americans. I can't even say American guns because I did send them all of the American guns to shoot at the other Japanese people. We have made peace in the Pacific until the Chinese Civil War kicks off. The whole flying tiger thing, yeah, you guys already won. Could not have timed that even better. Okay, they've gone ahead with Barbarossa, and the coup will be finishing on the 30th of August next month. Okay, there you go. The German Republic just popped out. I was expecting them to go there though. Oh, I don't know how accurate that is, but they definitely stole a piece of the German army. I don't think they're gonna do too well though. I also wanted to get a coup off on the Soviets, but yeah, they kind of got rid of the whole democracy thing that I've been promoting in them. So I don't think this one's gonna work. Oh, and the fake Chinese Civil War is kicking off. And this is definitely not the real one that is coming, although this might complicate things if these guys are still around when the other one pops off, because they are looking very democratic right now. Okay, I quite literally just tore China in two halves. And I guess Communist China took that opportunity to make a statement. German Republic is also kind of hunkered down over here in the Czech land, and they're actually surviving, which is very impressive, considering I thought they'd die immediately. I wasn't too sure about that one. Sure. Okay, my coup actually happened in the Soviets. Not as impressive as the I don't think they're gonna do too well. Oh god, yeah, okay, because the Russians just joined the Axis, that means technically, yeah, it's all just gonna go to the democratic Russians' land every time they take stuff now. You know? It feels good to meddle. Alright, so I got a coup going in Italy too, but I feel like we need to broaden our horizons here. Maybe a Spanish Civil War 2 would be good, but they've got too much stability. So maybe instead we start messing around with the Allies. Because the British Raj are technically non-aligned, that does mean I can coup them and bring democracy to India. Okay, worryingly enough, the Germans have really picked up the pace since I did that Civil War. I don't know why. They didn't really lose. The Soviets didn't really lose that much, but they are progressing. Maybe the Soviets just took everything off their front line and went to deal with whatever's happening in Asia right now. I actually think this through, but because I've launched a coup in Italy, what happens when Mussolini gets deposed and they get the weird civil war happen? Are we gonna have a freeway Italian civil war? Okay, they actually fought it through. It gets absorbed into the other one, which, I was kind of hoping for a bit more chaos there. Sadly, our coup of India is too late, as they have already gone democratic themselves. Damn it! I kind of forgot about that one, actually. Okay, Turkey. At some point, I feel like I should probably get involved, but I'm just having too much fun ruining everyone's nations while mine gets infinitely more powerful. I've made a decision. Sony America has formed, and we are gonna make sure that Russia goes democratic. Probably we could also get the Republic of Turkey in here. Okay, sure, why not? Right, so the rest of the world's having some big show about something or other. We're not too sure. We're not very versed up on what's happening in the world. Meanwhile, we're getting involved in the Turkish Civil War with my best friends. Japan and Mexico. That's right, people of Turkey. We are here to liberate you, and at the same time, I am also strategically bombing you, but that's just the American freedom-loving way. There you go. Peace has been brought to Turkey. Problem is now the Germans are losing pretty quickly, so we need to very quickly get over to Asia and intervene in this whole Soviet situation. I'm sure a lot of people see this as a little bit of a surprise, but we are going to war with Russia. This is a little bit odd, because this does mean that we are now fighting the other democratic nation we kind of birthed into the world, which was Republic of China. But you know what? You just gotta lose some to lose some. Okay, I hate the fact there is a Mexican tank here. What? What do you do to Siberia? Pushing through Siberia is so bad, and there is literally no VPs over here worthwhile taking. I think I might just go get mill access through the Germans and push over here. I'm not going anywhere near the German front anymore, because I just realized it looks like they are about to capitulate, and if they capitulate, this whole front line means I'm gonna be in circles, so I'm gonna give it a minute and see if they die. Yep, they are gonzo. Okay, that does mean that my coup de the Mexicans, the Japanese got trapped over there. Yeah, this does mean I need to now do another coup in the Soviets. But I think I'm probably gonna overrun them before it fires. Whatever. Okay. Okay, the worst thing is I'm just absolutely strap bombing the Soviet Union into the ground, and because I'm taking it so fast, it's pretty pointless because I'm the one that has to repair it all. The Soviet Union has capitulated, and unfortunately that would be the end of the war, but the Republic of China actually won their war against China, so we gotta finish them off too now. I think that means I also just inadvertently freed the Mexican tanks from their Siberian prison. Okay, the worst thing ever is happening. I don't know if it's just because I don't have La Resistance, but the garrisons are absolutely destroying me right now. I'm 100k minus in the minus for guns just from garrisons. You should very quickly hurry up and capitulate China's. I need to go home and reinvent the gun day when the Americans run out of guns. Oh, we've been playing so long. Roosevelt's dead. Well, hey, Truman. Oh, there you go. Okay, Japan has way more war skill than I wanted them to have, but they're democratic. Surely they won't eat land, right? I only really cared about making sure I took every piece of Russia that kind of let them get away with quite a lot in China. And the Republic of China, they want to join us, which is great. But we also have Second Republic of China over here. Oh, and they also want to join us. Sure. So we have two Republics of China, and then American China. Well, I say that, but I'm also going to go ahead and release Third China, the Chinese Republic. There you go. Have I solved the Chinese Civil War? But there you go. I have fixed Russia. Also sneakily released these guys who are now hanging out in the Penis province. There you go. We pretty much won every war possible with the handy dandy tool of just cooing people to death. Oh yeah, that's cursed. Okay, I completely forgot that this is in the game. Wait a second. No! No! Oh, now we only have two Chinas. What's the point of living if we only have two? Oh. No longer are we Sony America. We have this is probably gonna give some people real big nightmares. Yeah, all I'm saying is there's going to be one hell of a different Cold War in the future of this universe. Yeah, the very last minute to the UK is just invading Sweden. Not sure why, but you go for it. Yes, but that's where we'll be leaving it off today. It was a lot of fun just messing around with other countries and giving it some real American LARP, if you know what I mean. Although I guess I wasn't too accurate because I never led a lot of coups down here in South America, but you know what? We did get the rest of the world and it paid off big time. Look, we have 2 Chinas. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe button down below, and at 800,000 subscribers, I'll be doing an Alf Landon playthrough. Wow, amazing, epic win!